What is going on YouTube? It is 61Dips here with another video for you guys. Gonna be a relatively short video today. It's about 2:20. Gotta go pick my brother up from school soon. Topic for the video today. Let's see. My thoughts on the Shaun White Air&Style competition out in LA, which I got to go to with my older sister. Shout out to her. But before we get talking about that, got some Copenhagen Mint here today. Went and picked up, let's see here, quite a few cans for my drive back, or my fly back. Quite a few. I don't know if I'm going to be able to grab all of these, but let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Scattered them amongst each other. Yeah, about 12, I think. See if you guys can see that. It's a field of Copenhagen Mint. Seems like it's endless, right? We've got the red mud jug today for you guys, if you guys were wondering. Rebel Red, as I like to call it. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shit, dropped them all. There's one log. Another log. Set those off to the side there for a minute. And then we got 3 loaner cans. I'm going to be doing a giveaway when I reach, let's see, when I reach 1,000 followers, one of you is going to win a can of Copenhagen Mint. I'll send it to you guys. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a shout out. And I will pick one person when I reach 1,000 followers for a can of Copenhagen Mint. I'll DM you on your Instagram and let you know if you've won. Not really gonna do a lot of giveaways on this channel, but I feel it's a special occasion. So that's that. 1,000 followers, somebody's gonna win a can of Copenhagen Mint. Give me a shout out on Instagram, give me a follow. Like and subscribe, but before we do any of that, let's throw a dip in, guys. First dip of the day. Man, I need to clean that out. Gonna get a nice healthy pinch here. Pretty good, can't go wrong with Copenhagen. Who needs to brush their teeth when they've got Copenhagen Mint? Not me. It's a really fine dip. But I mean, most mints are, is what I've come across at least. It stays packed very well. The video I made a couple days ago, I buzzed super fucking hard before that video because I have not had this in about 1.5 years. And I decided to see if they had it out in LA where I was at for this Air&Style thing. So I picked me up a can, and that led to me spending $57 on more cans. So I'm stocked for a while. But let's see here. Shaun White Air&Style. Gonna talk about that. It's pretty cool. A lot of cool snowboarders. Pretty high jump that they were going off of. I mainly went for the music, but everything else I saw there was just a bonus. I mean, shout out to Yuki for taking the W there on Saturday. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar and Diplo. That's a story. The bass was so loud at this Rose Bowl. The people that lived there's windows were probably shaking. You could not even breathe because of the bass. I ended up having to whoop a kid's ass, but that's another story. No, fuck it, I got time, I'll tell you guys. So, I mean, I get it, it's crowded, whatnot. There's a lot of people there. There was probably 8,000 to 10,000 people there. Kid must have been 16, 17 years old. Kept jumping up and down on me like he was trying to get on top of my shoulders or something for a solid 20 minutes, right? So I'm brushing it off because I feel like it's nothing, right? Because there's so many people there. So I was just like, okay, I get it, it's crowded. But it just kept continuing to happen. So I turned around and I was like, bro, you need to back up or I'm going to hit you. And as soon as I said that, something must have clicked in his head because he turned around and elbowed somebody in the face, then punched him in the nose, right? So now I'm pretty mad because this kid just got hit for no reason. So the kid that hit him is trying to run away. So I put my arms up under his arms, like right up in here, and I locked my hands behind his neck here. And when you do that, your arms are up like this, right? So he's looking like a dipshit. I threw him on the ground, and little Hispanic kid, didn't know what he was doing, messing with the wrong guy. You don't fuck with people from Kansas. I'm just gonna throw that out there. We're homegrown badasses. Shout out to Casey Lips and Ranger Danger Dippin'. Good friends of mine. Go follow them. But long story short, threw him on the ground, and everybody started laughing at him. And I mean, I made it blatantly obvious. I was like, man, I'm from fucking Kansas, okay? You don't fuck with people from Kansas, right? Eventually, security came, escorted me and him to the front of the stadium. He got kicked out. They stood there and asked me questions for about 20 minutes, and then I got to go on my way. I got to go party, meet some new people, go on with my night, right? Shitty thing is, about an hour to an hour and a half after that, they ended up having to shut it down for that night because of noise complaints. And I mean, I get that, but I mean, there's been signs up around this neighborhood. It's a pretty big neighborhood. I mean, it's LA, so it's going to be big. There's been signs up around there for about 2 weeks prior to this thing happening. And I mean, if you choose to live there, you're right next to a football stadium, so it's going to be loud either way if there's a concert going on or there's a football game going on, right? So that kind of pissed me off. And then me and my sister, right, we weren't trying to drive 2 hours back to San Diego. So we got a hotel in this back alley, like real sketchy ass back alley. My sister goes, let's go take a dip in the pool, let's go swimming for a little bit. And I go, nah, I'm not trying to get stabbed, right? So that's the night. Woke up the next morning. I mean, it's a real sketchy ass part of town, not a part of LA I wanted to be in, but shit happens, right? Yeah. Flight back, real disappointed with San Diego Airport. Really disappointed. They held me because all I had was a paper ID because I got my wallet stolen from me last time I was out there by a bum. But that's a story for another video, probably the next one or the one after that. Got my wallet stolen, so before I went out there, I went to the DMV and got a paper copy. Got a new license and everything. Get to security checkpoints in the airport, and they stop and ask me questions for about 30 minutes, like, where have you traveled the past 48 hours? Who have you been with? What are you doing in San Diego? And I'm like, guys, I'm fucking 17, almost 18 years old. I don't know what your fucking problem is with me. Like, I'm just trying to go home and sleep in my bed, right? So they hold me for about 30 minutes. They're asking me a bunch of questions, and I'm just brushing it off. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but, you know, it's kind of getting to me because I'm about to miss my flight, and then I'm going to be stuck in California for another day. which I mean I wouldn't have minded because it's like 75 out there right now. But I was just trying to get home. So about 45 minutes in to them asking me questions, they asked me how old I am. And I go, well, if you would have looked at my paper ID, I'm 17, almost 18 years old. So then the supervisor says, well, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but you're only 17, so we didn't have to ask you any of these questions or hold you for this long. And I'm thinking to myself in my head, if you're a supervisor of an airport, why wouldn't you ask that the first day, or the first time, the first question you ask? So that got me a little mad, but ended up making my flight. Shout out to the dude who smelled like straight up beer. He was probably sweating beer. He was such an alcoholic. That was pretty miserable for the 3 hours I had to sit next to him. But everybody's got their addictions, or as I say, commitments. Some are worse than others. Mine, thankfully, is Copenhagen, which can't go wrong with Copenhagen because it's such a great dip. It's like sex in a can, guys. But other than that, took about an hour to get home. Got home, Ubud for a while with some of my buds. Threw in a fat ass dip, the usual. Oh yeah, picked up this stuff for some YouTube videos. My phone is sitting on a tripod right now, which I ordered off of Amazon. Pretty cool. Got it for about 30 bucks. Comes with this. It's like a little camera extension that fits on the case they give you. It screws in to the phone case they give you, and it's a zooming lens, I guess you could say. I don't know. Fisheye lens, pretty cool. I got some pictures posted up on Instagram with it. Go check them out at 61_dips with 2 P's. Give me a shout out, give me a follow, much appreciated. I'll return the favor. Then they got a micro lens, pretty cool. Still trying to figure all this stuff out. But yeah, guys, Copenhagen, Air&Style, can't go wrong with it. Not something I would have paid for tickets for. My sister won them on the radio, so I flew my ass out there.